The danger here is that all of that stuff building up right there creates even more pressure against whatever the cables are that are holding this whole ensemble, and it's somewhat in its place. Castello Angelo, and there in the background in the center of the river is the Vatican Dome, St. Peter's Basilica. So here's the problem. These boats have all piled up against the bridge. That one's trying to get underneath, and they're trying to haul it out before it destroys the bridge. It's probably going to destroy itself anyway.
Ma non perché non vadano bene. Ti ripeto, se c'hai il sole sopra lo schermo, la luce diretta comunque. La durata di vita?
It's interesting how those boats have become a collector for all the trash in the river. As more and more stuff piles into there, my guess is that it creates greater pressure on that bridge. That's what the other side looks like. I don't know why they're worried about removing that. That's the part that's not going to hurt them. The part that's going to kill them is the part on the other side. That's just a lot of crap. One benefit may be to save bridges downstream. This is a very important bridge because this is that famous San Angelo bridge with those statues on it, obviously, that leads over to the castle. Next bridge downstream seems to be a very beautiful bridge. Some interesting copies of sculpture, I suppose. St. Peter's Basilica in the background. I don't know what they're doing, but if I were them, I think I would get the biggest bunch of cats I could on the far side of that river, right way behind that crane. Get some long cables, tie it to it, and tow that thing upstream, period, and then lock it in place away from the bridge. To me, this is doing nothing at all. Moreover, the more crap that builds up on that side, the more pressure is created, perhaps the greater the probability for an uncoupling, a kickback in the system, i.e. the bridge goes. Now we're looking at the Vatican from the very front. And that, I think, is one of the few obelisks that were not stolen from the Egyptians. This is a fantastic store. It has the best of everything in it. All kinds of condiments, everything you can think of. And the best in here, jams, jellies, anything and everything. And from what I can gather, probably some of the highest quality can be found here. And it's absolutely jammed. At least when I came in here it was. Yeah, this is what it looks like. This is the section on balsamic and Modena vinegar. Okay, this is the Piazza de Repubblica, which I thought I'd better visit just to do it. And to my right, to the right of that, the Grand Hotel should be the baths of Diocletian. This is the biggest of the fountains that I've seen in Rome so far. Seems a shame to walk by this fountain without taking a look closely at it. Perhaps Neptune wrestling some kind of sea monster. I've seen this before, but I don't know what it is. It's a woman wrestling what I think is a big goose. A real big goose. Notice that even this horse-like figure is some kind of a monster. See the kind of gill, not gill, but whatever you call it, that appendage in the center right behind his shoulder. See the draped, whatever that is, hanging below him. From here we can look down to the Victor Emmanuel monument. Here another woman wrestling with some kind of a sea monster or stirs. Okay, I'm at the baths of Diocletian. I'm looking into part of the complex of the baths, although I'm guessing from that glass dome section there that there's more once I work my way around, but it was apparently the largest baths ever created for Romans. Here's another view of the baths. Remember, there was a time when perhaps what we would call the upper middle class came here every day, men and women. Here's a compact little Mercedes, a Class A 2000. And here's the Natali smart car. Yeah, those are cute little buggers. Here's a poignant symbol of Rome. A pile of old stones from a long forgotten building or monument, and a monument that's brand new.